I was happy with the effort we played with. You know, we held them to under 40% from the floor. We just didn't do the little things good enough. You know, a lot of times with our group, we talk about winning the line of scrimmage battle. You know, we use that analogy from football, and they won that last night. They were pushing our post up, you know, 5-10 feet off the post. They were into our guards, and you know, with all that said, we still had our chances, but that's why I always talk to our guys why it's so important to focus on the little things. Is you don't want to leave a game up to chance. Whether I mean, Julius makes that jump hook at the end. You know, maybe we go up 3, we win it, but it's the NBA. Like this, shots are always, you know, that's going to happen. But we don't want to leave it up to that. So we need to do a much better job of the little things, which include finishing off defensive possessions by hitting people instead of letting their offensive rebounders just kind of fly through our paint. You know, some of that's bad bounces, but we didn't do our part in controlling that, and then our turnovers were just careless and not up to the standard that we want to play with.
You guys talked a little bit about pace after the game last night too. You didn't score 100 points for the first time since like January 19th or something.
Yeah.
Is that like a metric that you want to keep trying to get? Is that 100 points?
Well, I mean, we don't talk about it, but I expect us to score 100 points. The way that we, you know, with the pace we want to play, I think we only ended up getting like 75 or 76 shots last night, and they definitely won the pace battle. Miami did. But, you know, we don't talk about getting to 100, but with the way we want to play, we should be there more, you know, most nights.
How'd Kyle feel this morning?
It felt good. He's out here on the court, got treatment, but he's, you know, there's a little bit of swelling, but not too bad. Instead, he feels good.
What did Brandon do today?
Non-contact stuff. Treatment pretty much so far, and then he's getting all his activation stuff up, and he'll probably get some shots up after all that's done.
Do you have a game circled for when you would think he'd be back?
When you know, he's obviously coming with us on the road trip. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays on the road trip, but he's feeling much better, he says. But we're going to keep being patient with him and make sure that he goes through all the proper channels before we throw him back out there.
Is your next practice going to be in New Orleans?
Most likely, yeah. I mean, we tried to practice today. We had 5 or 6 bodies to use, so we ended up just doing a long film session and guys getting what they need. But again, if Brandon's ready, that's the one thing holding Brandon back. We'll manipulate something to get him into a practice, which technically, yeah, would be New Orleans. He was good. I love him shooting with the confidence, knocking those down. Defensively, he had a couple mistakes, but with Travis, the great thing is his effort's always there, and that's really what we asked for. And then obviously his ability to spread the floor for us. You know, he did a nice job.
Have your expectations for him changed at all since when he?
Yeah, absolutely. I always knew he was going to stretch the floor for us. I knew I've been around him long enough to know that he's going to do that consistently. But I expect him now to make plays for us defensively. I expect him now to get rebounds for us. So he's done a good job of earning that extra responsibility.
This is admittedly a more broad question. You guys had some pretty interesting interactions with the Nuggets this year. When you played, were there other teams that you really looked forward to playing because there was some rivalry there?
Yeah.
What teams were you like, yeah, I'm ready for this?
Well, obviously the Celtics is the easy one. That was always, you know, one of those games you don't get much sleep the night before. You're especially in the few years that both of us were at the top of the league. But you know, it kind of changed. We lost to Phoenix in back-to-backs. You know, playoff series, so those were, you know, games when they came to town. You get a little, you know, you get excited for it, know what kind of battle it's going to be. So it kind of depended on where the you know, where the playoffs had taken you the year before, or if something had, you know, escalated in a regular season game, things like that would determine that.
Do you think there's still as much of that now? Like sometimes anecdotally, it feels like it's more collegial.
Yeah, I think that it's gone down a lot. I think a lot of it is there's way more movement free agency wise. Everyone knows everyone, and then AAU basketball. I mean, before you played with your local teams and that was it. Now by the time these guys get to high school, they've all been playing. I mean, the NBA, they've all been playing with each other for 10 straight years or however long it's been. So they're all friends. So that's, I think, has made it gone down a little bit.
You guys, for obvious reasons, were linked to Paul George last summer. What did you think of the trade that Indiana made and the return they got for him when it happened? Oladipo and Sabonis.
I thought that originally I thought it was kind of a lopsided trade, but I'm man enough to admit that I was wrong. And Indiana has. I mean, I think they're probably the surprise team of the season so far. I mean, they're playing unbelievable. They have that 3 seed, and both of those players they got in the trade they're playing some really, really good basketball. So, obviously, a good trade for both teams.
What surprised you most about Oladipo this year?
I always knew that he had that ability to have games like that, but the thing that separates, you know, normal players from all-stars and then all-stars from superstars is the ability to do it every single night. And so far, you know, this season, he's really taken a big step as far as the consistency of playing at that elite level. And that is not easy. You play big minutes, defenses are focused on you, and he's getting it done pretty much every night.
Given the depth issues you guys have had the last few games, did you guys ever revisit the possibility of putting Dang in the rotation?
We discussed it.
Did it get close? And who did you discuss it with?
Multiple people, but we decided it was best to keep it where we've been at.
Was that a conversation Lou Wall was part of?
Yeah.
And was he okay with it?
Yeah.